AVtv is a product of the AV journalism class produced for the students of Amador Valley High School. The views expressed on the show do not represent the views of AVHS teachers, admin, or PUSD personnel.
Welcome back.
Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to the same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya?
Who'd have thought they'd lead ya?
Back here where we need ya.
Back here where we need ya.
Yeah, we teased them a lot cause we got them on the spot. Welcome back.
Welcome back, welcome back,
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Dons. Today is Thursday, September 2nd, and I'm Somya. Our first announcement today is about Pigskin. Pigskin is making a return this year on September 24th. If you have ideas about what leadership should be selling at Pigskin, then fill the form bit.ly/38MERP4 by tomorrow, September 3rd, and share your ideas with them. Now, we have an important announcement about Access. Dons, don't forget that you have to sign up for Access each week. The sign-ups open on Friday at 3:30, so set a reminder for yourself on your phone so an alert goes off every Friday at 3:30 p.m. That way you won't forget to sign up. Just go to amador.flexisked.net to pick your classes. Now, let's go to Grace from AV Leadership, who is here with an announcement about new clubs.
Hey Dons, my name is Grace McNeil and I'm your ASB Vice President. Are you interested in starting a new club on campus? If so, applications are now available. We will begin accepting applications on September 7th with an acceptance limit of 25 new clubs. You can find the applications on the AV student page, or you can go to tinyurl.com/AV Club Application 22. Also, if you have not received an approval email regarding renewal, you cannot be holding club meetings. If you have any questions, please email amadorclub@gmail.com.
Now, Dons, please remember that Monday the 6th is Labor Day, so there is no school. I remember the time that I came to school on Labor Day and no one was there. Don't make the same mistake as I did. Do you want to expand your knowledge of Spanish culture? Then attend the Spanish Honor Society Club's informational meetings. The meeting will be in I3 on September 8th during lunch. This would be a great opportunity to get tutoring for any Spanish classes. Before we get into some exciting segments, we want to remind seniors about the senior picnic. Don't forget the date is September 13th. Now, we've all seen students being taken out of classes to go to the health office. But Dons, do you know what the protocols are if you are exposed to someone at school who has COVID? Let's check out our segment on COVID exposure.
As AV finishes week 4 of the new school year, students are getting used to many of the COVID protocols, like filling out the daily health screeners, wearing masks on campus, and using hand sanitizer regularly. One of the protocols that they are not used to seeing is their classmates getting pulled out of class, which leaves them to wonder, what happens if I'm exposed to somebody with COVID?
Once a student gets pulled out of class, they go directly to the health tent, where they're met with either our health assistant or administrators. And during that time, they're asked a series of questions. If they're comfortable, we ask them, are you vaccinated? Dependent upon that answer is another path for that student. If they're asymptomatic, then we send them straight back to class with the confirmation of the vaccination. If they're not asymptomatic, then we go through the process of, okay, we have to send you home, get a COVID test, and so they would not be sent back to class. Also, if they're unvaccinated, then we have to go through a series of testing them on campus. They'll be tested right then and there. Then if they're negative, we send them straight back to class. If they're positive, then of course they have to go home and go through the process. Then on day 6 or 7, they're tested again. We're looking for a negative test And at that point, then they can resume on day 8 all of their extracurricular activities.
PUSD is following all of the county guidelines, and there's lots of information available for students and families. So getting called out of class is not as stressful as it seems for most students.
So my teacher called me up and said to grab all my stuff and head towards the white tent. And as I headed towards the white tent, they just asked me if I was vaccinated or showing any symptoms, and I just said no, I wasn't. And then they asked me to take a picture of my vaccination card and just send an email to the office email. And after that, they just told me I could return back to class, and I just returned back, and that was it. So when I got called up, I was a little bit worried because I wasn't sure how I should actually go to the office and handle this contact tracing. But because I went there, they just resolved my worries because it wasn't too scary, and the questions were extremely simple, and the process was super easy.
So if an asymptomatic vaccinated student is pulled from class, it's important that they are able to show that they are vaccinated. Taking a picture of your vaccination card and keeping it in your phone is a quick and easy way to satisfy the proof of vaccination requirement. If you need to be tested for COVID or have any other questions, remember that you can always go to the Alameda County Health website where there is lots of information. As of right now, AV will continue to keep AV students, staff, and teachers safe by continuing to follow all of the guidelines set forth by the County Health Department.
At this point, we're actually very happy with the process and the protocols that we're following when it comes to COVID. We're actually very efficient and very quick. And we actually handle the most volume in the entire district. And we have an excellent and really efficient system down.
I'm Ashley Hunter with AVtv News.
Dons, we have our first home football game this weekend, and that means the Don squad will be there leading the Purple Pit. We are being joined today by the Don squad to learn more about it.
What's up, Dons? I'm your Don Squad Queen.
And I'm your Don Squad King. And as Don Squad royalty, it's our responsibility to make sure that everyone at Amador is decked out, not only at school, but at the game too.
That's right, we are expecting everyone to be showing some form of school spirit, whether it's a pair of yellow and purple beads or head to toe decked out in Don gear.
And what are we doing after the game?
We are all going to Fiesta Taco to celebrate.
Sounds great. Go Dons!
Now, we have a commercial from Tupe about tobacco prevention. Hey Dons, anyone out there love a sale as much as I do? Well, this Friday, AV Leadership will be out in the quad where they are doing a flash sale. They will be selling vintage AV t-shirts for only $5, cash only. Come on out and get your AV gear on Friday. Well Dons, that's it for today. Make sure you check back in with us next Thursday for more news, announcements, and profiles. Thanks for joining us today. Our goal is to make sure we keep you connected, so when the world shuts down, we push ahead because news matters. And remember, Dons, it's always a beautiful day here at Amador.
Yeah, it's a